Good morning, this is Joy from Enjoy Fitness 43, and today for your workout you're going to need one weight and your band and a mat and some water. So let's get ready for our workout, and we're going to start with our 5-minute warm-up. So let's just start with rotating the arm back, and then let's take it forward. So today we're going to do a timed workout. We're going to take 2 exercises and we're going to do them back to back. So we'll do 4 rounds of each. So 8 total rounds for an 8-minute workout. So that'll be fun, right? So let's just go ahead and crisscross the legs in the back as we crisscross our arms in the front. Okay, let's bring the heel to the hiney. Good. And let's swing the arms back and forth. So we're going to be doing a weighted workout with a 1 weight, and then we'll do a band workout. And then we're going to do a workout where it's all just body weight. And then we'll do a little finisher, and then we'll be done. So it'll be a great, probably 45-minute workout with our warm-up and our cool-down. So be prepared for that sort of thing. Alrighty, so let's go slow down. Touch the floor, bring it back up. If you can, touch the floor, otherwise you're just going to stretching up those glutes and those hamstrings. Good. Nice. Okay, one more. And then back up. Okay, so let's take a side lunge. And then up. Other way. Inner and outer thigh. So if you did the last workout that I just did, hopefully you feel it as much as I did. I didn't think that leg workout was going to be enough. And that's where I feel it the most, is right in my tush. So those 4 little exercises that we did, I definitely feel it in my tush. So that was great. And I feel it in my abs too. Abs feel it. I thought I'd feel it mostly in my arms because we use the weights, but definitely the next morning I was like, whoa, my tush hurt. Okay, so I'm just going to swing the leg out front, warm it up the hips a little bit more. There we go. Get up, kick up. That's it. Just give it a little kick. Okay, swing the arms. Okay, let's work fingers. Wrists. The other way. Okay, let's go down to the ankle, okay? So in and out. So toe, big toe, little toe. That's what we're doing here. And then heel toe. Okay, other side. and shake it out. Okay, perfect. So make sure you have all of your stuff ready so that you can just go from one exercise to the next. I'm going to just come over here real quick and turn the heat down in my room. We had snow flurries last night, so it got a little chilly in here. So we warmed it up to have our coffee. So it's a little too warm for exercise right now. So I'm going to turn it down. Alrighty, so I have my timer on, and I'm going to grab my one weight. And so the first exercises that we're going to do is we're going to do a reverse lunge with 2 rotations, and then we're going to do a squat to an overhead press. Alrighty? So we're going to do 50 seconds of work, 10 seconds to change. Alrighty? So what are we doing? Reverse lunge. So I'm going to come a little closer to you. Maybe I'll turn to the side. Now I'm going to do it first here. So we're going to do a reverse lunge. Okay? Reverse lunge. And we're going to rotate, come up, and then do a halo. Okay? Reverse lunge, rotate, and a halo. 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 Good. So I don't have to say it every time. And, ooh, I was getting too close again, so I'm going to turn to the side. So I can go back a little bit further. Rotate and halo. Reverse lunge. Rotate and halo. So doesn't matter which side you rotate on, not really, but I like to go towards the side that my leg is still up. Okay, so we're going to do squat to an overhead press. So we're going to hold the weight up here, and we're going to squat, and then do a little twist or a little rotation and do that overhead press. Okay, so we're not just going to go straight up with it. So I want you to think about getting a rotation in with it when we come up. Okay, so there we go. So we're trying to work not only our legs with this, but we're working abs and arms too, so we're working everything when we're doing our exercises today. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the reverse lunge with the 2 rotations, okay? So I'm going to hold it at my chest, and I'm going to take a leg back, reverse lunge, and the halo. So I'm going to take it to the other side when I do a halo. I have a squirrel watching me. He's looking at me like, what are you doing, human? It's probably the squirrel we're trying to catch. It's been in our attic. And we're trying to get it to desist from being in our attic. Okay, so I'm going across this time and doing the other side when I do my halo. Oops, other side. So I go across the body. Feels more natural that way. I'll show you next time. Okay. Up. So squat, and then up. Squat, and rotate. I'll get that heel up off the floor so I can get a better rotation. I feel it all the way through my ribs. I was going to do this without shoes on, but because we're going to use the band next, I thought, for the band, you probably want shoes on because it's going to go under my feet. And it just makes for better, a better workout. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way so you can see what I'm doing. I think it's just better form. Okay, so I'm going to take this foot back and I'm going to go across. So doesn't that feel better if you do it that way? With the rotation. So I like that one better. That's how I originally planned to do it. But then when I started wrong. And I just kept doing it wrong for consistency. Yes, if you're gonna do it wrong, you gotta be bold, right? Ooh. So now I'm trying to do it the way I originally planned, and this way feels a lot better. All right, okay, so now squat with the rotation. Feeling good. Okay, so we squat and then rotate up. So see how I'm getting that little heel up off the ground so I can get a better rotation, everything. And I'm trying to max out my arms too, to get them all the way up when I press my arms up. You know, but you have to go with what you can. You know, because 4 rounds is a lot when we do this. So you get tired, right? And that's kind of our objective today, is to only do 2 exercises so that we can get max load on them. Okay, so this should be our last round for these 2. Okay, so here we go. Breathe in a little bit harder. And I am doing a lunge, not a split squat. So my legs are straight going back, okay? I'm watching myself getting confused. I shouldn't do that. All right, so one last squat and overhead press, and we'll be done with this round. Then we'll get a drink. Okay, so squat and then up. Okay, done with that. So let's put that weight aside and get our water out. And we're gonna get ready for our next round. Okay, so for our next round, we're gonna get our band. And, you know I like the band, but my handles seem so long. So I'm actually gonna put my hands in my handles, and then I'm gonna reach down and grab onto, someplace else so that I have more resistance. And, well, maybe not, I don't know. I haven't done this yet. And let's crisscross it. There, that way I don't need to, and I can actually hold on. So I'm going to crisscross the band in front of me, and I'm gonna open my legs up a little bit, and we're gonna do a wide squat. So when you do your squat, make sure you don't accidentally buckle your knees in, okay? Make sure they're going out over the toes. And we're gonna do a wide squat, and then we're gonna come up. You're gonna bend over just a little bit, and you're gonna do a row. Come right back up. Squat, bend over, row. So we're gonna go back and forth doing that, okay? Then we're gonna bring our legs in. I am gonna pull up on my band. We're gonna do a deadlift, okay? And then we're gonna bring it out and do a bicep curl, okay? Or you can just hold on and do a bicep curl like this too. Either way, I might just do that. You know, I don't know. Let's see, holding on. And then, so remember, the knees are slightly bent, you know, athletic bend. And then we're gonna bend over. So you have a tiny bit of resistance as you go down, but you do have resistance. Then we're gonna come up and do that bicep curl. You can untwist them if you want to when you do it, and hold it, and then come up. I don't know, we'll experiment, see how we like it, right? You know, it can be different every time. We have 4 rounds. And then every time you do it, you know, you'll know which way you like it the best. Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna squat first. So we squat, okay, and then bend over and row. Squat, and then row. Squat. Now, I'm gonna do it from the side. So squat, bend over, row. Come up, squat, bend over, row. So we have 50 seconds. So don't feel like you have to rush trying to get in your row or anything. You have plenty of time to come up, bend over, and row. Good. Come up, squat, bend over, row. Come up, squat, bend over, and row. Okay, so I'm gonna untwist them just to see how I like that. Okay, and I'm gonna deadlift, bicep curl. Deadlift, bicep curl. Deadlift. So all I'm doing is going parallel with the floor, pushing my tush out, holding the band up. So I have tension on the band as I go down. Good. Come all the way up. Pull that belly button in. Come all the way up. Good. Okay, so I'm going to crisscross again for our squat and our row. Lips out, squat, row. Oh, row. Squat, bend over, row. I can do it. Squat, come up, bend over, row. Stand up, squat, bend over, row. Squat, bend over, row. So try not to roll into your bend over until you're ready for it. Make sure you come all the way back up, because you know you're just looking to give yourself a backache if you try to roll things in too quickly. We have, like I said, we have 50 seconds. Don't be in such a hurry. Okay, untwist them. I mean, you can keep them twisted if you want to, but to get that bicep curl in, I kind of like them when they're not twisted. Up. So this is only round 2. Okay, 3. So if I get, you know, how many do I get in? 4. I'm going to count how many reps I get in. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. so 11 and a half. Got that one in there. Okay. Back to crisscross. Okay, open the legs up a little bit more. Okay, so here we go. All the way down, squat. Then I did it again. You know, I'm gonna learn. Down. Row. Tried to make it into a bicep curl. And I know it's not. Wrote the silly workout. You think I know, right? I guess you get used to a pattern and you gotta get yourself out of that pattern. At least I knew to squat, right? Up. Good. So you see I'm wearing green today. So next time you do this, you'll think, why is she wearing so much green? Because it's St. Patrick's Day. So, love it. So excited. Okay. Here we go. Deadlift, bicep curl. Deadlift, bicep curl. Deadlift, bicep curl. Deadlift, bicep curl. Good. Deadlift, bicep curl. Deadlift, bicep curl. Deadlift, bicep curl. Deadlift, bicep curl. Coming all the way up. Squeezing my buns and doing the bicep curl. That's our friend. He honks when he comes by. Okay. Squat, row. Got it. Okay, here we go. Squat, row. Almost messed it up. But I didn't. So this is a, kind of new band, and I changed it to the 50. So it's like, whoa, kind of tough on the upper body. So I can definitely feel it. Okay, last set. Okay, woo, definitely feeling it in the lower back. Okay, here we go. Pushing back, and I'm trying to keep my bands taut. Having them out in front of you a little bit, off to the sides, really helps. Try not to have any slack in them as I go down. Trying to not go further down than parallel with the floor. Oh, okay, perfect. Whew. Okay, feel it. Get yourself a glass of water or a sip. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do some circles for my body. It likes that. Okay, so now we're gonna do a round with no equipment at all. We're gonna do a side lunge with a toe kick. We're gonna stay on one side though, okay? We're gonna do a side lunge, and then we're gonna bring it up, and we're gonna try to touch it. Side lunge, touch the toe. Okay, so if you can't get the toe all the way up where you can touch it, you can do a side lunge with a knee tap. Either one, alrighty? And with that, we're gonna do a walk it out, which I know some of you don't like, So down here, walk it out, okay? And then knee to elbow, and then walk it back up, okay? So if you don't want to go all the way down like that, then you're going to do the substitution, which is, of course, total body extension, wall push-up. Total body extension, wall push-up. Total body extension, wall push-up, okay? For the walk it out, if you don't want to get where your wrists are going to get hurt, alrighty? So, either one. Alrighty, so stay on the one side, switch. So we'll do each side 2 times. Alrighty. And like I said, you don't have to do it super fast because we're trying to do it super well. So we're going to go to the side and then touch. That's it. We're just going to stay right here until the buzzer. And then we'll do the other side when we come back to it after the walk it outs. Get as low as you can go. Sticking that hip out to the corner. Alrighty, so now we're going to go to the end of the room, and then we'll walk it out, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. So I don't really bend my elbows. I mean, you can. And then you walk it back up. Okay, and bend over again. So you're working your back, your abs, back of your legs, shoulders, chest, obliques, you know, all kinds of things when you're doing this. You can slow it down as much as you want to for the elbow to knee part, and really try to get that elbow to the knee, and you know, oops, okay, coming back up. Okay, so now I'm going to do the other side. Now I'm going downhill because, you know, my room kind of slants. So we'll see how well I can do it. So. There we go. It's like pushing uphill. I might have to turn around next time. Woo! Okay. Here we go, walk it out or total body extension with your push-up. Is one easier than the other? Well, no, not really. One's just less evasive on your wrists, you know, and you have to pay attention to your body, right? One's not exactly a cheater. It's just because if you have carpal tunnel, or you've had surgery, or you have a muscular or a tendon problem, you have to address that, you know? Okay, back to the side. Feeling it. That's good, right? Here we go. didn't I? Looks like 19 of them. All right, walk it out. Almost missed that. So walking it out. Whew. So I always like body weight because it really makes you work harder, doesn't it? You know, pushing yourself up and down, you know, doing the burpee. I do like heavy weights though, but of course I don't have a gym anywhere near me. So this is what I have. You know, you, me, a couple things I can do, you know, with, I have a couple of kettlebells and I'm getting a punching bag and my TRX and battling ropes and sandbags. We'll see what else I can come up with this summer. But, you know, I don't expect you to get all that stuff. So I try to keep it simple when I'm doing classes online, so you don't have to go out and buy a ton of crazy stuff. That's what a gym's for, right? You can take classes and use their equipment. Okay, this might be our last round. Could be, right? I think, maybe. And then we'll do our finisher. Almost there. I think my elbows are getting further away from me. And that's it. I'm gonna come straight down. Okay, shake it out. Grab your water. Okay, so our finisher is also just 2 exercises, and I'm actually going to change the time on them down a little bit to 30 seconds. And we're just going to do a couple ab exercises, okay? We are going to do 8 rounds though, so it'll be a little bit shorter than what we've been doing because of the time. We're going to do bicycles, and then we're going to roll over and we're going to do shoulder taps in a plank position. So if you don't want to be on the floor, here are your alternatives. You're going to do, which is almost like a bicycle standing, okay? Bicycle standing, and then your other one is going to be shoulder taps on the wall, okay? So you're leaning out here, and you're going to do shoulder taps on the wall, which is the same thing we're going to do. We're just going to be on the floor, okay? So you'll just do shoulder taps on the wall. Same thing, just modified, so you don't have as much pressure on your wrists. So, okay, so bicycle up here, shoulder taps on the wall if you do not want to get down on the floor. Righty? Otherwise, bicycles on the floor, rolling over, shoulder taps on the floor. We're going to do them each for 30 seconds, 10 seconds in between. Alright, so let's get down. You can pause me for a little bit longer if you need to. Otherwise, here's our 10-second countdown. So, fingertips behind the ears, elbows out. Now, we're not going to do rolling legs. We're going to straighten the leg out in between, okay? And you're trying to keep that torso up the whole time, and you're not yanking on your neck. If you need to put your head down and just bring your legs in and out like this, you can do that also. Alrighty? Alrighty, now turn over. You can do this on your knees too for more modification. Make sure your tushy's flat though. Alrighty, otherwise it's up. And we're just tapping our shoulder. Going back and forth. And we're breathing. Try not to let your hands walk away from you. Okay, back over. I was like walking backwards, wasn't I? Here we go. Keep those legs going. Okay, rolling over. Okay, shoulder above wrist is what we're going for, okay? And a shoulder tap. Okay, remember you can do this standing up too. Okay, this is round 3. Go. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? Alrighty, rolling over. And up. Just one more round left. Okay, rolling over. Okay, here we go. Almost there. That's it. All right. Perfect. Okay. So shake out your arms. Okay, let's start with the hands. So get in a comfortable position, and we're just going to pull back on those hands, and we'll start our cool down. You can get a drink of water first. I'm going to get the timer. Alrighty. So you can stand if you want to. Also, stay standing. If you're already standing, you don't have to get down. Whew. Okay, now flip it over. Hands in front, thumb underneath. Bring it down. It's a lot of wrist work, whether you're on the wall or on the floor. That's a lot. Good. Okay, now shake it out. Okay, now bring it up. Good. Okay, now flip it down. Nice. Let that heart rate go down. That's a lot. I mean, even for that little bit of time that we were doing all that. Okay, round and round. That going back and forth, you know, you're thinking, okay, 30 seconds, I gotta work faster. But, you know, bicycles are no joke. And then when you get in that plank position, it's a lot of work, especially if you're out in that full plank. Even if you're on your knees and you're keeping your hiney down and you're on the wall and you're out there and you're really pulling your abs in, which I hope everybody was, then it works a lot of muscles doing that. You're not just using your arms, you're using your abs, your back, your shoulder, your hamstrings, your shins, your ankles, you know. That's why they're so good. Okay, relaxing that shoulder. Okay, let's bring it up and over. Okay, so the hand, the palm of your hand is facing, touching your back. Okay, and now we're gonna do just a little side stretch with it. Now, try not to let your chin drop down, so look up at me while you're doing this, okay? So that you can get that shoulder and that back in there when you're stretching. Okay, so we're gonna release it. Okay, so we're going to the other side. We'll bring it over. It's a mess. Good. Okay, now up. Palm of your hand is touching your back, and your head is parallel, your chin parallel with the floor. Okay, I'm grabbing onto my elbow, and now I'm going to do a little side stretch. It's not big, I mean, I can feel it definitely. If I'm standing, you can feel it even more because it goes all the way down into your hip more. I really like this one when I'm standing. And then release it. Ah. Okay, now roll the shoulders down and back, okay? Comfortably, don't overdo it. Okay, now we're gonna tick-tock our head. Just bringing the ear towards the shoulder. Nice and easy. Feel that stretch through the back of the neck. You might feel it more on one side than on the other. Hold it there for a couple seconds. Good. Okay, one more time on the other side. Okay, perfect. Okay, now shake it out. Okay, hands behind you, chin and chest up. Breathe. And then round. Okay, drop dropping your chin just a little bit, looking through those arms. Okay, so now we are going to get up. Okay, so I'm just going to curl my toes under and straighten my legs. So my head is still down, and I'm going to curl my chin in around my back and slowly roll up. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to take my leg back, other leg forward, press my heel into the floor. Good. Now I'm going to straighten that front leg, and I'm going to lean forward. So if you need to hold on to something, you can just reach out or move and then reach out. Good. Okay, now bend that front knee again. Okay, and we're going to stand up towards that front knee. Okay, and then take the other leg back. Pressing the heel down in the back. Okay. Now straightening the front leg. Tipping forward again. Good. And then we're going to slowly come back up. Bend that front knee and then step up into it. Good. Now we're going to just take our legs from side to side. Just a stretch through the glute, just like when we were doing our lunges, and then through the other side. Wow, so that was today's workout. Perfect. So glad you were with me. This is Joy from Enjoy Fitness 43. Subscribe, tell your friends, tell me what you'd like. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And I hope you enjoyed our workout, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.